What, as you look back at last season, are your thoughts beginning, middle, and the end, or basically how your season transpired?
I think, at the beginning of the season, man, we kind of started off hot. Towards the middle, we kind of hit a little lull. We kind of, I wouldn't say got complacent, but things didn't start to go our way. And then at the end, man, we just didn't finish. And, it's kind of, for me, a disappointing into the season. And I think that's how we have to look at it, man. I don't think that any of us should feel like, oh, the strides that we made are good enough. I think that we need to have a sense of urgency that, we need to get this thing turned around as quickly as possible. And for me, it's frustrating just because I've been a winner my whole life, and I'm not used to losing. But this is the NFL. It's the best of the best. It's not easy. So you got to have that patience. But at the same time, man, like I said, you got to have a sense of urgency that you got to win now. So.
Well, you certainly took a leap from your rookie year to last year, and I know this is the offseason, you're training. So what are you trying to work on to get better at heading into next season?
Man, when it comes to working out, that's nothing I ever shy away from. I've been a hard worker my whole life. Being a 5'10" quarterback, not many my stature at this level, besides, me and Rush pretty much. So hard work is really all I know. So I'm just going to keep my same routine. Nothing crazy, switching up anything like that. Just, continue to stay down and grind and come back ready and better than ever.
There's a unique quarterback carousel happening currently in the NFL, where so many players that were starters last year are ending up on new teams this year. As a franchise quarterback, what do you think when you see that change happening so frequently around the league?
My initial thoughts, I'm kind of for it, in a sense where, like, I'm a big NBA fan, and you see the NBA and you see, all these guys going, team to team. Obviously, I don't think the NFL will ever get to that type of situation, but, I feel like, once you give your all, or you felt like, individually, if you feel like you've given your all to an organization and you feel like they're not, handling situations correctly or, putting you in the best situation to succeed, then I understand why dudes get frustrated. This is our livelihood. This is what we put, all our hard work in for, is to win Super Bowls. And man, if you feel like you're not being put in those situations to do that, then guys are going to be frustrated. So, I get it.
One of the highlights of your season last season was Week 10. You know what I'm talking about. Clock ticking down. You're running to your left, and you heave it up there. Just take us through, second by second, the thought process during that historic play.
Well, man, it started off, we were up, and we're all on the sideline watching the Bills offense go down. We're up 3 right now, and then they end up, Stephon Diggs ends up catching the touchdown, and we're kind of, at that point, we're kind of like, man, like, did we really just, like, choke this game off? And we still got 50 or so seconds left to go back out there as an offense, and that's when you got to switch flip the switch back on, and we got to go do this. Go down like 3 or 4 plays, and then that play ends up coming up where I'm rolling to the left, and my whole thought process was give D-Hop a chance, knowing that I couldn't get sacked right there. The last thing I could do was get sacked. Man, just give this dude a chance, and he did what he does, and that's why I think he's the best receiver in the league. So.
As a terrific quarterback, what is it like to have an all-pro receiver like DeAndre Hopkins to throw to?
Man, it makes the world a difference. He's one of those guys, you can throw the ball anywhere. He's gonna catch it. He makes the whole team better. As soon as we acquired him, the whole dynamic of the team changed. Man, he's a guy that holds people accountable. He's a great dude on and off the field. So I'm grateful he's on my team.
Well, he wasn't the only Hall of Fame receiver that you had. You obviously had Larry Fitzgerald. What did you learn from him on and off the field?
Honestly, man, Larry's he's a one of a kind dude, man. Honestly, man, as funny as it seems, he really talks to me and tries to mentor me more so off the field than on the field. He knows He knows he doesn't have to really tell me much about working hard or sticking to the grind or, never taking this game for granted. We kind of have that in common, man, just loving what we do as far as, playing the game of football, man. We love to play the game of football, but I appreciate him so much because he's trying to mold me into what he's become off the field. And, it's funny because he's somewhat like a mogul right now, so.
Yeah, he killing them. Part owner of the Phoenix Suns as well. I'm a huge fan of his also. So, yeah. Kyler, I'm old enough to remember when Deion Sanders and Bo Jackson were two sport athletes. You're a terrific baseball player. Will there be a chance at some point in your career you play in the NFL and Major League Baseball at the same time?
Man, I'd be all for it. I would. I'd be 100% down. I was doing both my whole life. Hardest decision I ever had to make was 2 years ago when I had to, drop baseball. Just because, I love both, and I've been doing both my whole life, and I feel like I can do both. So that was a tough decision for me. But if the opportunity presented itself, I would love to do it. So
you said you're an NBA fan. Who do you have coming out of the Western Conference, and who do you have coming out of the Eastern Conference?
Are you trying to put me on the spot?
Yep.
I'm a Phoenix Sun. I've grown to be a Phoenix Suns fan just because I've been in Arizona for the past 2 years.
Mm-hmm. They balling.
CP3, with the addition of him, man, he's the point guard. So him and Book right now, man, leading those dudes, each and every night, man. Like you said, they're balling. I'm a big LeBron guy, so I think I got the Lakers, and Kyrie's my second favorite player, so I got to go with the Nets.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.